versus Poland. The glory that was Rome lives outside of the great city in this ancient gladiatorial stadium where the Pope vacations on a resort. I hope he's not watching this. No pretty ears out there. 10 guys on each side. The Italians are in black, the Polish in white. Beards, angry faces, and a stern mentality. This is not a sport for the weak-hearted. There is not a net between these two teams. The field is 25 meters by 50 meters. Very different than the logistics of an American football field. And the two countries going chest to chest before we get it cracking. On the Polish front line, what a shock, kids. It's all consonants. Kwiatkowski, Bośniak, Laszlo, and Olinik. Right behind them, more mean guys. Skindel, Tarabaz, Dmowski. Why wear the mouthpiece in the photo? Janowski, Zudnek, Wabluski. And of course, all the way in the back, Wosak, Deptuch, Zaralowski, and of course, trainer and player, Commissar Zook. Let's take a look at the Italians. It's all vowels. Russo, Rettori, Verginelli in the first line of defense. Manonzio all the way to the side. Looks like he has a booger. Carloni, Corona, and Sirbu on the offensive line for the Italians. Not the romantics you would think. Second line of defense, Capelli, Santi, Achille, who's got a beautiful beard and a small mouth. Butita, Di Martino Prosperi, and Lasai are your substitutes for the Italian team. Here are the rules, 20 minutes. You gotta score touchdowns. You can substitute all you want. Boxing and wrestling are okay. No ground and pound, and the fighting has got to be one-on-one. The ball play is by hand, and you can tackle a guy. All right, we're ready for the first jump ball of the game. It's Motowski and Capelli jumping for possession. A violent jump for the ball. Capelli gets possession. Italy's got it quickly. Sirbu out for the Italians. Deep into the teeth of the Polish D. Sirbu swinging it out to Corona. And Manonzio kicks it back to Sirbu. He's cut off at the sideline, passes to Carloni. Here comes Carloni across the field looking for daylight. That is a big dude. Gang tackle by 4 Polish defenders. Those guys are swole, pulled to the ground. Commissar Zook on top of that one. Carloni passing from the ground. There's Sirbu. Rettori powers his way into the end zone for the game's first touchdown. Italy leads 1-0. Bravo, bravo, a buonasera, a buonasera. All right, can the Polish answer? Crazy jump ball time again. We got Laszlo battling Achille. Here comes Corona up the right sideline. His pass is picked off by Skindel. Skindel over to Zudnik. Zudnik sizing it up. That is a long pass. On the other end is Motowski grabbing the ball on the bounce for the score. And just like that, Poland ties the score at 1 each. Sausage for everybody. Starting out with a blistering pace here outside of the city of Rome. Now, unlike NFL football, you can catch a forward pass on a bounce here, so do not be confused. And now, we're going to start throwing some blows. The fighters roll in this sport, very important. They are the front line. It is their job to get leverage and push back the defending fighters and get a clear path. There's Sirbu to Verginelli over to Corona, who's really looking to go deep, surveying the field like a quarterback. He pitches it over to Verginelli, gets it to Corona. Corona trying to find his way, gang tackle down. Carloni trying to power his way into the teeth of that Polish defense. Italians are swinging the ball backwards. Rettori now back to Verginelli. Verginelli once again surveying, and that pass is blocked. Blocked, and it's a mad scramble for the ball. Picked up by Corona. Luca Corona in the end zone, driven out of the back of his own end zone, and the play returns to center field. Gonna be Polish ball. Very strong showing by the Poles. A lot of team unity there, really communicating, and they are bigger than the Italians. Commissar Zook distributes over Bartos, Janowski now on the left sideline. Got a bit of a convoy. Cuts to the middle. He is tripped up quickly. Skindale picks up the rock, stumbles forward. Capelli again, stopping Polish action. Possession on the ground. Carloni. Got to get off him. He'll have an opportunity to pitch it out. What a collision. Carloni, the unstoppable force. Janowski, immovable. Two tough guys. Playing the toughest sport I've ever seen. Polish ball. Looking for a deep receiver is Zudnik. Long pass to the receiver, but crushed while the ball is in the air is Olenek. You know, you can't do that in the NFL. You got to try to let him catch it, but I don't think anybody wants to explain the rules to anybody around here. I certainly don't. Our first substitution, Achille from the Italian team, replaced by Sandro Di Martino. And immediately, fists are flying. I guess they don't like anybody to cut in line. Fighters squaring up again. Rettori, Gutowski, Capelli with the ball, and he is looking to throw downfield. Loads up and does so. Finds a man, Carloni, with the reception. Rettori's got it, but he's drilled to the ground. It's a wild scramble now. Ball is gang tackled by the Poles. Oh, a Polish beatdown. The referee has gotten involved. He's declared a foul in favor of Italy. Italians not known for complaining, for not permitting Poland to pass the ball from the ground. Remember, once a guy's on the ground, he is able to pass it without being molested. All right, Italian ball back at midfield. It's Fabio Russo looking downfield. Finding Carloni. Yes. It's a tackle and a mad scramble for the ball leads to two Swoley McSwolls going after each other's faces. Man, you gotta love this game. You get mad if a guy tackles you, hit him in the face with your arms. Polish ball, Zudnik moving the ball upfield. He lets loose. The ball streaking down the sideline. No control, rolls out of bounds. Possession, Italy. Put a little carbonara on that pass, too much. And it went out of bounds. The Italos with possession. Here comes Italy. Italy still with the ball. Russo KOs Tarabas off the ball. That's just what happens in fight football. Action all over the field. Sirbu calling out the play now. Sirbu pulling into the contact zone. Big elbows being thrown. Oh, but he loses the ball. Terrible turnover on a great run. Poland takes over. Costly turnover for the Italians. A great run by Sirbu, erased by poor ball security. Polish ball on the goal line. Skindale looking to throw it. You see the fighting all over the field. The mashup between the MMA and football here is incredible, folks. These guys toe-to-toe, not afraid at all. A little bit of grappling on the ground as well. Italian ball, Corona bringing up the ball on the near sideline. Bad pass again, and another turnover for the Italians. And that is a touchdown. That is a Polish touchdown. Score is now 2-1 Poland. The Italian team, though individually talented, just not as organized, and turnovers really hurting them. The jump ball goes to Italy. There's a great battle going on between Arkadyus and Selikowski. Oh, they are slugging it out. And now there's a scramble for the ball. Everybody after it. Where's it gonna go? Zudnik scooping the ball. He finds a lane, slicing through the Italian defense like an oversized pizza cutter, you know? And he's gonna take it all the way to the house with that LeBron James headband. Another touchdown for Poland. Just superior strategy coming from the Eastern Bloc. Take that, Roman Empire. defense need some possession here. Turnovers have really hurt them. The Italians do gain possession. Corona, yes. Surveying the field, much like the beer, that's Corona. And you see the fights breaking out. The clock is ticking down. A minute 30 left in the first half. Corona loses the ball. He was waiting for his fighters. Now there's a scramble. Poland is going to pick it up. What a spin move. Tomatovsky takes it to the house, kept his balance. That's another Polish score off an Italian turnover. And the tap out. Italy being dominated right in the shadow of where the Pope vacations. The ball jumps up, Italy with possession again. The fighters trying to clear a path. Think of them as the offensive and defensive lines of this sport, really trying to gain leverage at what you would call the line of scrimmage. Butita with the ball, he's looking for an opening. Santi with a great block. Butita, sort of a mix between one of the greatest running backs of all time, Barry Sanders, and a leprechaun. Butita taking it up the field, but the ball out. Once again, knocked out of bounds. Poor ball security again for Italy. Poland is going to get one more chance to extend the lead. Komisar Suk with the ball, looking for an opening. And he finds it up the sideline. He's going, and he's taking it to the house again in a bit of razzle-dazzle, a belly flop to rub it in. Actually, that's just putting the ball on the ground to secure the score. Welcome back. It's the second half. Fight football. Poland is up on Italy 5-1. Those Italian guys are super pissed. That's because they're getting their tails whipped by Poland. Annunzio. Getting things ready to go. The neck tattoo, as you can see. Straight out of Folsom, these guys look like, right? Here we go. Annunzio needs his team to turn around some momentum. Second half's underway. Italians have been dominant, getting possession almost every jump ball. Butita moving across the back line. Wow, he's out of a Lucky Charms box. Check out that chin strap beard. And the fights break out. Butita looking for an opening. Touchdown saving tackle by Komisar Suk. Poland with the ball. Wozniak streaking up the sideline. Komisar Suk takes a one-hopper. That's the Poles driving the stake into the heart of the Italians. The score is now Poland 6, Italy 1. It's piling up on the Italians. Seamless work by the Poles, taking possession, taking the deflation of the Italians after failing to score on their opening possession and turning it into their own success. Referee putting the ball in play. Sirbu over to Butita. Butita surveying the field. Again, the beard like a chin strap. Good battle going on there. Big left hands. Laszlo on the front line, both MMA pros, and they look like it. Either man gaining an advantage. Butita trying to find an opening, reverses his field. Butita throwing the ball out of bounds, and another fight breaks out. That's nothing new if you've been watching, but man.